reporter. I'm Sam McGee, and today, on another enticing episode, we will reveal the life and works of Herman Melville. With us today is Richard Swanson Campelli III, a Harvard literature expert. Richard, your thoughts?
Well, first of all, I'd like to say I'm really happy to be on the show discussing one of my most favorite authors, Herman Melville. He was truly an amazing man. His works were truly stunning, and it's nice to be able to talk about him.
Thank you, Richard. Can you tell us a little bit about the earlier years of Herman Melville, before he found his town, of course?
Yes, I can. Herman Melville was born in New York City in 1818 into a very rich and well-off family. However, at age 8, his father went insane, and he was left to take on the family duties and act as a fatherly role. And then at age 12, his father passed away, leaving him the full responsibility of the fatherhood. He was actually left to take care of 7 kids. In order to do this, he had to work 3 jobs: a farmhand, a clerk, and as teacher.
Very interesting. How did Herman Melville develop into the writer that he later became? And what events set in motion the great works that he produced?
Well, you see, Melville joined the Albany Classical Academy in New York in 1835, but he shortly left because he did not fit in very well with the other kids. This, however, did not mean that he quit his education altogether. He was very fascinated and enjoyed reading Shakespeare's writing and poetry and other historic pieces of literature. And this sort of set the foundation for his writing career and led him to become what he is today.
Remarkable. How were his books inspired?
Well, I think most importantly, Herman Melville became a cabin boy for a whaler named Hachette. And this most likely led to his most famous piece, Moby Dick. He was also involved in the Navy, and during his time with the Navy, he lived among the Taipei cannibals, which undoubtedly led to his novel, Taipei. Through these scenarios, you can see that Herman Melville used his real-life experiences as grounds for his books. The thrilling sea story captivates the conflicts between man and nature. The battle between Captain Ahab and the great white whale is a novel of tremendous greatness.
That night, in the mid-watch, when the old man, as his wont at intervals, stepped forth from the scuttle in which he leaned, and went to his pivot hole, he suddenly thrust out his face fiercely, snuffling up the sea air as a sagacious ship's dog will, in drawing nigh to some barbarous isle. He declared that a whale must be near. Soon that peculiar odor, sometimes to a great distance given forth by the living sperm whale, was palpable to all the watch. Nor was any mariner surprised when, after inspecting the compass, that the dog vane, and then asserting the precise bearing of the odor as nearly as possible, Ahab rapidly ordered the ship's course to be slightly altered, and the sail to be shortened.
Man the mastheads! Call all hands!
What do you see? To gallant sails, start sails, allowing aloft and on both sides!
Aye, Captain.
All sail being set, he now cast loose the lifeline, reserved for swaying him to the main royal masthead. And in a few moments, they were hoisting him thither, when, while but 2/3 of the way aloft, and while peering ahead through the horizontal vacancy between the main topsail and the top-gallant sail, he raised the gull cry in the air.
There she blows, with a hump like a snow hill. It's Moby Dick!
Fired by the cry, which seemed simultaneously taken up by the 3 lookouts, the men on deck rushed to the rigging to behold the famous whale that they had so long been pursuing. Ahab had now gained his final perch, some feet above the other lookouts. From this height, the whale was now seen some mile or so ahead, at every roll of the sea revealing his high sparkling hump, and regularly jetting his silent spout into the air. To the credulous mariners, it seemed the same silent spout they had so long ago beheld in the moonlit Atlantic and Indian Oceans.
There she blows! There she blows! There again, going to sound in stunt sails. Down the top gallant sails.
Aye, sir.
Mr. Starbuck.
Aye.
Keep aboard.
Arr.
And keep the ship. Helm there. Luff, luff, a point.
Arr.
Steady, man, steady.
Aye, sir.
There, the flukes.
Aye.
No,